In this tutorial, I'll show you how to properly prepare a mix for mastering. In other words, a pre-master. When your track is finished and you have everything mixed down, it's time for mastering. You can master the track yourself or use one of the available online mastering services such as Lander, eMastered, and so on. Or you can send it to a mix engineer to have it mastered. In any case, before you start the mastering process, you need to make sure that everything checks out, that all the levels are good and everything is sitting well in the mix. When the track is mastered and released, there's no going back. Before you send your track to be mastered, make sure that you don't have any mastering effects on your master channel, such as compression or limiting. Automated effects such as filtering, reverb, and so on are perfectly okay though. It's essential that you have enough headroom. A pre-master should have at least 3 to 6 decibels of headroom. It doesn't really matter if you have 5 or 10. The important thing is that there's room for the engineer to work. If the track peaks at 0 or above, then the engineer will basically have nothing to work with. Most engineers will ask for 3 to 6 decibels of headroom. That's also a good amount of headroom if you choose an online mastering service. It's a good idea to drag your exported pre-master back into your DAW to make sure that the waveform checks out and that there are no inconsistencies. Verify that the low-energy sections are more dynamic than the high-energy sections. When the track is mastered, everything will get pulled up, so in order to ensure that the breakdown and such remain dynamic, it needs to be quieter than the drop. Before you send your track to be mastered, I recommend using a limiter on your master channel temporarily. You can then gradually increase the levels and see how it affects the dynamics throughout your track. This can help you avoid any unpleasant surprises when you get your track back from mastering. If you feel that some elements end up sounding very differently or the breakdown sounds too loud, for example, then you can go back and make some adjustments before sending it out to be mastered. This is a good way to partly simulate what the mastering process will do to your mix. Just make sure to disable the limiter when you're done. Last but not least, make sure that the file format is correct. Always export it in a lossless format. I recommend exporting it as a high-quality WAV file. MP3 files are smaller in size, but you lose quality, so you don't want to use that for your pre-master. Most people use 24 or 32-bit here. 16-bit will be required if you intend to put it on CD. I recommend enabling high quality for all plugins and select the highest quality option here. I'd like to thank our Patreons for their ongoing support, and as always, if there's any specific tutorial you'd like us to make, or if you have a question, just let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.